Welcome back. I'm so happy that you're here in this lesson. I know the last two lessons have been kind of uncomfortable because we've been spending a lot of time inside of our heads and looking at pieces of us that we've been suppressing for a long time. Even those thoughts that you've been looking at, I just know that that can trigger a lot of anxiety and a lot of pain, and I just want to congratulate you because what you're doing for yourself is super amazing and you should be so proud of yourself. So I want you to keep going because once you get through the next two modules, you're gonna be able to feel free, and it's only a couple of days. So keep pushing through, keep being curious. This lesson is where we start to really get into how our mind is connected to our body and how the two are so interconnected and really actually dependent on each other. So there's something called the mind-body connection that all of these people out in the scientific world have proven to be true. But this connection goes so much deeper than just what the human brain and science can even figure out. Like, it is so complex, it is so intimate, and the energy and the messages and the communication between the two are so interconnected that this ultimately controls this, but this makes this think certain things. So it's like a constant cycle of energy and movement and things that might not make us feel that good. So this is the lesson where you're gonna learn all about listening to your body and understanding the messages that it's trying to tell you so that you can begin to take action and give your body what it needs. And remember, so many of us have been cut off from this connection for a long time. But now that you've done the mindset work and you've done the awareness exercises, you can begin to start like feeling back into your body a little bit because you've moved some things around and you're curious, and now you're able to kind of start feeling into things again. One thing science has proven to be true and that we do know for sure is that the human mind and the human brain and our bodies are constantly communicating with each other. There are constant messages and energies and things being moved around 100% of the time, like always moving between the two. There is never a moment that they aren't in communication with each other. One cannot operate without the other. If you think about it, your body is seriously so amazing. It is. Think about what a miracle it is to be able to have this body that breathes automatically, that pumps our heart automatically, that keeps us alive and walking and talking and having friendships and relationships. All of these amazing things that our body does for us. It's truly miraculous. But you are not just a body. You are also a soul and a spirit. So mind, body, spirit is all one, and that's how we are approaching this mini course to get you really integrated back into your body so that you can give your body what it needs to feel confident. Your body knows how to tell you what it needs. It's constantly sending you little messages through ways that you have not been paying attention to for a long time. The reason why you don't know what your body needs or how to give it what it needs is because you've shut that communication off. You have shut it down, you have disconnected from it, and you aren't hearing or feeling the messages that it's trying to send you. But that doesn't mean that they're not there. It just means that you have to reconnect and feel into them and pay attention to them. It all comes back to awareness. This mind-body connection and our bodies being able to tell us what it needs is an innate human gift that we're given even at birth. Babies cry when they're hungry. That's their body's way of telling them that they need fed, or if they're tired, or if they need changed. That is their body's reaction. It's not because they just want to be annoying, maybe when they're 2, but I don't have kids, so I don't know. But I know that every single person's body comes into this world with that innate gift of the human body being able to tell your mind what it needs. And it manifests in different ways. You have this ability. But what happens when we start suppressing it and when we start going on a diet, when you go on a diet, you stop listening to those basic human messages. You don't trust them anymore. You no longer are listening to your hunger or fullness cues because you're putting your trust in this new diet program or this new fitness program or this new clean eating program. So you shut off what your body really wants and what your body really needs, and you mute it, you put it on mute, and you kind of just like let it fall to the wayside, and you focus on this external thing that is not real. And so your body then is like, what the heck is going on? I can't get this message to her. And it will start to do things that you never would have imagined, like mine gaining upwards of 50 pounds in as little as 2 months. That was my body speaking to me. Your body is gonna speak to you in ways that only you will understand, in ways that only you will be able to identify. It's your body trying to scream at you that something is not right, that something is off, and you need to get back into connection with it and start trusting your body instead of any external source. So the mind-body connection is always there. But if you don't use it, you lose it. You lose that touch with your body, and when your body's trying to communicate with you, you don't notice it. You might complain about a headache or your joints aching or not being able to sleep. Whatever way that your body is trying to tell you something, it will get louder and louder and louder until you give it what it needs. Our bodies are so smart. They always win in the end. Your body knows exactly how to tell your brain and your mind what it needs, but when you've shut it off and when you're trusting and listening to the rules and rigidity of whatever diet you're following, your body has no choice but to scream at you. In our society today, we are literally taught not to trust our bodies. So this is not your fault. We are constantly getting the messaging that is saying, do not trust your body. It is not a safe environment. You need to follow these specific rules in order to be healthy and live a good life. Bullshit, bullcrap, not true. The only person and the only thing that knows what you need to be healthy and happy is you. Literally, only you, only your mind, only your soul. None of that other external bullshit works. That's why no method has really resonated with you. That's why you aren't able to stick to anything. Is this all making sense now? It's all related to being connected to your body and being in tune with what's going on inside. Awareness, mindset, mind-body connection. It's all related. We are taught in our society ways to kind of shut our body's natural hunger cues off, like eat tons of protein and you won't be hungry, or eat lots of fat and no carbs and you'll never be hungry again. Oh God, there are so many things. Even like take ibuprofen if you have a headache, or suppress your mood, stabilize your mood with these anti-anxiety drugs. Oh my God, you're literally numbing out. You're not listening to what your body needs. Get in tune. We've shut them up and we've disconnected. There are so many ways that we disconnect to our bodies in today's world, and that is not how our human experience was meant to be. It's just not. We weren't created to walk around chugging ice water and eating a bunch of protein or fat and popping pills all day. Like, that's not what our body is designed to do. When we silence these messages, you're telling your body that you don't trust it anymore. You no longer trust your body. You are putting your trust and your validity in some external source that is not real. It's not valid. So we automatically then think that our bodies are wrong. Our bodies are lying to us. So we instinctively try to hush them up more. We ignore them, we turn away from them. The fact that this is the world that we live in that teaches us actually to fear our bodies and to not trust what our bodies are telling us, it's really messed up. And that's why I'm so passionate about teaching you the truth so that you can really own your journey, know your truth, and just forget about that external bullshit that lives in our society today that's not true. When you put your trust in someone else's hands, instead of listening to your own body and trusting your own body, your trust and your worth and everything about you is now dependent on this external source. And that is never stable. It's never enough. It's really scary once you shift out of here and into something external, into the dieting industry, into diet culture that has you by the chains and in a prison, literally handcuffed. Once you're in it, it's nearly impossible to get out of it because diets don't work. They don't. You wouldn't be here watching this if you thought that diets worked. It's putting a Band-Aid on a bullet wound. So in this mini course, you get reconnected with your body. You take your trust back, you put it back in your body, and you begin to see how easy it is to be your healthiest, happiest self without all that external crap that isn't real. Once you put your trust in the dieting industry into something external, it's really hard and really scary for you to take it back because you haven't trusted yourself for a long time. But I promise you, it is possible. You have a personal responsibility to take that trust back and put it into your own body and figure out what works for you. And you know what that is? Your body. Your body knows exactly what it needs, and it will tell you, and it will be so clear. If we don't listen to our bodies, if we keep shutting down that voice, those signals, those messages, it will begin to shout at you. It will scream, it will throw a temper tantrum, and it will let you know in a very tumultuous way that its needs are not being met. And once you listen to it, once you acknowledge it and give it what it needs, oh my God, you have to get back in touch with your own body's communication signals. You've got to listen to it. You have to trust it. Your body really is on your side. Now you have that personal responsibility to get back in touch with it and start listening to it. You have to know that it is safe to trust your body. What isn't safe is putting all your money and all your trust in a dieting industry that is a scam. You're literally throwing money away, and your health with it, and your mental health, and your sanity, and your freedom. Here, take it. I don't trust myself. I'd rather you take it. It doesn't even make sense. But I understand because I lived it. I lived in that cycle for 8 years. So I get it. I know what you're feeling. I know that it's scary to take that back and come back into your body and feel it and trust it. I know it's scary. But it is the only way. It is the only way to freedom. Start tuning back into what your body is trying to tell you. Listen to the cues and the signals that your body is trying to send you to make you healthy and to bring you back into alignment with who you really are so that you can operate the way that you were meant to operate. Like, it's not supposed to be a struggle. It's not supposed to be this back and forth battle like it feels like right now. It's supposed to be easy. Allow it to flow. Trust it. Come back to your body. Listen to it and give it what it needs. Everything that you feel is trying to tell you something. So that awareness that you did in the last lesson is now applicable to this lesson, is becoming aware and listening and tuning back into your body. When you start listening to your body and giving your body what it needs, you will see massive shifts in the way that you feel, and also you'll start to see changes in the way that you look. You'll see your body in a brand new way, and you'll be able to really embody that self-trust. You have to come back to your home. Your body is your home. It needs you. It cannot operate without you, and if you stop listening to it, it will scream. Now that you understand the mind-body connection and how all of these things integrate together, you can download the PDF worksheet attached to this lesson and complete the exercises before moving on to the next and final lesson of Module 1. Again, please post any questions that you have below this video and get to know your body. Let's start trusting it. It's time for you to trust your body again. So go ahead, do those exercises, take all the time you need, and I'll see you in the next video.